teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Better tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point fit, we choosing to kick. Cause we gotta do this, that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash Valdez. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Panda and Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here. I got Tank Kramer, and of course, I can't be here without the Red Panda Bear. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I didn't even notice you changed your name.
Yeah, what was it, last week? 2 weeks
Was
ago?
it?
now?
I didn't even notice. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It works. It works. What up, Anthony? Got Rasta
man, how
in
you
here,
doing?
man.
What's going on, man?
Man, the myth, the legend. We got Derpy in here. That coach has to
What's up?
worry about them effing Williams. Don't be talking about Fields that way. Now you on the Fields bandwagon, huh? Now you on the Derpy. Now I know he's your quarterback. Now you want to be worried about what's going on. Okay, I see what's going on. That's all right. I still got my Justin Fields jersey coming on the way from the Steelers. I don't care. It's happening. B, what's up, man? I'm glad you in the
What's
house,
up, baby?
man. We got Grand Hill TV in here. What's up, guys? How's it going, man? And Anthony, can't have a show without you, bro. Period. I appreciate everyone jumping in here. Get right into this football stuff that we talked about. Look, so we had rookie minicamp already start, right? This weekend we had a lot of stuff going on. Got all the rookies in there. They're looking good. Going through plays. Everyone's excited about Caleb Williams, saying he's got the plays down, already got the footwork. The Bears gave his coach a lot of the drops already, all those things. So he already has that, so he can hit the ground running. So the idea is that by time camp starts in a couple of weeks, he'll be able to go jump right in. They already announced him as the Bears starting quarterback, which has never happened with any quarterback that we drafted. They have everything going towards him, doing well and giving them everything, access to everything that we could have. So that's what they're doing. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, we get reports this weekend saying Justin Fields was not a good locker room guy. That he caused strife, that he was very surface level of a leader, that people really didn't really like him, or he was very standoffish and all these things, which are exact opposite of what we've always been hearing about Justin Fields for the last all these years.
Right.
But it's interesting that we get in these reports right after Caleb Williams starts throwing the ball and have the rookie minicamp. So my question to you guys is, are these reports true, or are they using Justin Fields to try to make Caleb Williams look better?
I think it's the second one, because you don't want Caleb Williams to go in there and chase a bar. So you don't want him to go in there and like overdo him. He needs to be Caleb, not Justin. And if there's a bar up there, like, oh well, Justin did this, why can't you do that? That's gonna mess his brain up, mess his mind up, and he's gonna be concentrating on the wrong things. So I think they just want to erase that bar. And Caleb, here's the keys of the car. You do whatever you want to do with it. You run it the way you want to run it. Because if he reaches out and he tries to match or exceed Justin Fields, he's not being Caleb Williams. He's just trying to mimic Justin Fields. So in him to be comfortable, this is my opinion now. For him to be comfortable, he needs to be Caleb Williams. So I guess they're trying to ruin. I don't know if it's true or not. because every locker room is tight, and if it's true or not. But I think that's the whole purpose of doing this. Like, hey, Caleb, you come and do you. Don't worry about the other guy. He stink. He sucked. Whatever.
But you
So,
can do that without tearing down the guy that you
Yeah.
had there. So I mean, it's
Which
hard
It
for
looks
me.
it looks like classless. It looks like
Exactly.
like and I get like setting a bar or not setting a bar, is really a good way to put it. But you can set a bar without tearing down somebody's character. You know what I mean? Especially like supposedly you did this really shitty trade because you wanted to help this guy out, but now you're out here talking all this crap about him. Like I don't get what they're fully doing here. So
well, remember back before, I believe the city was 50-50 trading, trading Fields or keeping them, and it was around 50-50 at first, and then he went one side to the other. I
You
think the
heard
Bears
them
won.
chanting Justin Fields' name the last
Right.
game, as
Right.
if it was like all this was a test before, and now you passed our test, and now you could be our quarterback. It's like
Right.
that's what the city was doing.
Exactly. I think the Bears organization wants to wipe the Men in Black thing, the neutralizer, or whatever the hell it is. Have Justin Fields being erased out of everybody's mind in Chicago, and just insert Caleb Williams here, because they don't want the fans to boo Caleb, which I'm kind of suspecting that might happen. If Caleb goes to hit the field, people might actually kind of boo at him, because a lot of people still love Fields.
that's interesting.
So I mean, they want to. I think they want to just kind of erase everything and give the poor guy a bad name, because just like you said in the very beginning, Caleb is a hell of a leader. He's my quarterback. He's my quarterback. He's my quarterback. Now it's like, well, is this gonna hurt you? I mean, Williams' ego. Is this gonna hurt his morale? He's gonna, first time in Bears history, gonna hit the field and people are gonna start booing. So I don't know if that's the case or not. Once again, this is all assumption on my end. I think it's more of a PR thing, if anything.
Okay. So what you're saying is they're doing this because he's so thin-skinned that that you need someone to do that for you, that you need to tear down someone else that you said was a great person in the locker room, that everyone's friends were all the teammates were loving him, and now we're going to tear him down. Though he's already gone. You already made a decision that you're going to move on. So now we should tear him down in order to build up Caleb. I feel like it's the one thing that no one could say about Caleb Williams was that he was a better leader than what Justin Fields was. And
Right.
now all of a sudden they're trying to bring these reports in saying, well, no, actually Justin Fields wasn't that good of a leader at all, and all that BS. So I feel like it's just the timing is very weird. Why are we talking about back in 2021 when it's funny? They have now announced just Caleb Williams as the starter. They did the exact opposite with Justin Fields. They built a team around Andy Dalton. They did all that stuff. Then they bring two quarterbacks in, Andy Dalton and Nick Foles, that are exact opposite of Justin Fields. So how would you even learn from that quarterback? And then you're bringing up a toxic locker room, and that Justin Fields was not a good leader, and he wouldn't stay after, and all this other stuff that we know was false, because they're telling us the exact opposite during the season, and all his teammates told us the exact opposite. So and then now Allen Robinson is coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, I should have said something. He wasn't really getting." Man, fuck you. How about you learn how to catch the ball again, bro? How about you learn about your career instead of worry about someone else? What are you doing? I don't understand what these people are doing. I'm not even a huge fan of what Tyler Dune is even putting out there. I'm confused on why we're trying to tear someone down if you want to move on. So it doesn't sit very well with me, no matter what.
Right. I agree.
To me, it's almost like Fredo said, it's 50-50. You got a lot of people, I don't know if it's 50-50, but you had a lot of Justin people and you had a lot of Caleb people, which is fine. That's it. It is what it is. But I just felt like it's some of the Caleb people kind of like, nah, that guy was trash. You know what I mean? It's like the new boyfriend's in town, so you have to trash all your exes. It's like, nah, he sucked. He did that or nah, that. And that's what it kind of seemed like. It's petty and it's classless. So it was like, I'm like, you don't need to talk about the guy because the guy's not here anymore. It doesn't matter what he did 2 years ago. You know why? Because he's in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like that stuff like kind of like irks me a little bit just as a player. It's like we're already past that, man. Why are we bringing this up? You know what I mean? Like there's no point to bring up. You should be talking how great is Caleb in the locker room? Who's he making a connection with? Look at his passes, because like granted, he's only kind of playing catch with some route running, but goddamn, man, those are some pretty balls that he's throwing. They're like spot on. But again, like I said, but also it's just playing catch at that point.
But why wouldn't you just focus on that and
focus on that?
Those are good,
like,
instead of trying to tear down someone else? Because Justin Fields is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to go after him and assassinate? The one thing there was no doubt his character, his leadership. There's no doubt. So why are you going after that? I don't understand it. And why are you even bringing this crap up? There was no reason. No one asked the question, what happened in 2021? Not a fucking person.
Yeah.
And then you're bringing this stuff up. So I don't understand.
Yeah. But also as Caleb Williams, like, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear about this shit. You know what I mean? He's like, this is my locker room now. And
you better be careful of that. You still a rookie, bro. Ain't your locker room.
No. Yeah. No. I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, he's not gonna go out and say that to people, but in his head, he's like, I'm the quarterback. I'm the guy now. I'm the man of the hour. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the new shining thing, and I'm making the stupid bear claw thing. Like, I'm changing like things in Chicago. It's stupid as shit. I hate it.
It's stupid.
So which comes back to what I was saying earlier, because I think he wants to they want to erase that bar, and like Brian said, thin skinned. You could be immoral.
You don't erase it by keep talking about it. You know what I mean?
I know, but they just want to put it out there. Hey, don't worry about the last guy. He sucked. Don't worry about the last guy. He sucked. Okay. Okay. So
I kind of compared it to, if you saw my thumbnail, it was Woody. Justin Fields is Woody, and then you got Caleb as the new shiny buzz. Like, hey, and what you gonna do? You wanna? Woody kind of stinks anyway. He's stupid. I'm gonna throw him down like you wanted to put one down in order to push one up. I don't think that's how you should ever live your life. I don't like doing those type of things. One person could be good with someone else being good. So what you're trying to do is assassinate the character so you don't have to worry about Justin Fields end up being good. Because the week prior, we were here in Pittsburgh, like, not only can I not say Justin Fields is not going to, have some playing time, I'm not going to say he's not going to start. That's what was coming out of Pittsburgh. And then this next week, Caleb's finally on the field, and they want to assassinate Justin's character. It doesn't sit very well with me. And if you were a reporter and that's what you thought was a good idea, maybe you should be somewhere else. Maybe you should be looking somewhere else.
Like Pittsburgh. See what they say with the locker room with Justin Fields behind the helm.
We got Grant Hill in here, says, where the F are these reports coming from? I feel like it's not true. They wanted him to stay. DJ Moore, etc., wanted him to stay. The fans were chanting his name. And I think, but I haven't heard anyone who's been behind Justin Fields saying, well, I'm going to boo Caleb Williams just because, I'm a Justin Fields guy. Even me, who's a super Justin Fields person, says like, it has nothing to do with Caleb. I think his ceiling is great, is really, really good still. That has nothing to do. You don't boo him because he's not that guy. So I don't understand what what good part can you get out of this? There's nothing that comes out except for you look like a petty franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're someone who should not be. I'm not gonna go to that franchise. They don't take care of their people. They don't have their people's back. They don't keep their people in positive light. I'm going to go after someone after they're already gone. It makes you look like a B-level franchise. And the Chicago Bears being a charter franchise, should not be doing this.
Yep.
We got Anzo in here. What's up, man? What's up?
Oh,
Appreciate you. Grant Hill says, I think he has more pressure on them because he has to show us that he was worth building around him. Because technically, they are giving you what Justin deserved.
Yep.
That's interesting. You know, and
Yep.
you guys both brought up like the new boyfriend, basically getting all the compliments that the old boyfriend really wanted, always wanted, and then you come in the next one gets all those things immediately without having to work for it. That's interesting. It's an interesting concept. So Eric Lambert has been bashing Justin Fields.
He has been bashing all over Twitter, all over or X or whatever the fuck it's called. But man, yeah, I just keep getting
what
notifications.
reason? Like
I don't know,
why?
man.
Like, what do you do? Did he steal your girl? Like, what happened, man? What is up with you? I don't understand. And all these reports, it's just coming right after rookie minicamp. Just very weird that's coming. The timing just is weird. You know, you can say that whatever you want to say, but who does it now? All right. What's going on, Chicago Tribune? If Caleb Williams, God forbid, struggles early in the year, earlier the Terry Crews white chicks meme is going to be popping off with the Bears fans like Justin. And I need you, and I miss you.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I can see people. Well, we should have stayed with Caleb. I'm gonna tell them all, shut up, all of you, suck it.
Right. Right. Like right now, Caleb has not proven anything, you know, but only time could do tell. You know, only
I
time
also
will
don't
tell.
want to hate on Caleb either, though. You know, he doesn't have to be the person I prefer to go, but this is still my franchise. Chicago Bears is the team I'm going to go with, regardless of what's going to happen. You know, so I don't want to just say I don't want to tear him down. I don't want him to do poorly. I want him to be as good as he can be. My opinion was that the team would have been better if you did something different, but that's just my opinion, and I'm not the front office, and I got to deal with it. But if it turns out that Caleb is not good and Justin Fields becomes everything we thought he could be, that's something they have to deal with too. And it says, like I said, if Caleb flops and just succeeds in Pittsburgh, everyone's gone. Everybody, all of you guys.
Oh man, man, and then oh god, that I love Justin, and I want Justin to do well. I like him as a player. I think he's a lot of fun to watch. That being said, I still want Caleb to do well here because I don't want that. I don't want him to fail. And then, like you said, everyone's gone.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Once again, I don't have to wish you to be bad for you so another person to be good. I also, I can enjoy seeing Justin Fields do well. And Caleb doesn't have to push down Caleb. Caleb could be who he is. He's a rookie quarterback. He's going to have some growing pains, some ups and downs. He has a talented roster that's going to help carry him in a lot of places, right? I have no problem with that, and I'm not going to wish anything bad for it. I'm going to be a Bears fan all the way.
Yeah.
But I also can want Justin Fields to do very well in Pittsburgh and be everything that we've always thought he could be, and prove and put a middle finger to all these idiots that are saying what they're saying. Eric Lambert. I don't want to hear anything from you, from Dune, who put all this stuff out there. Bringing out the nag, why aren't we talking about Nagy in Chicago anymore? Why the hell is Andy Dalton ever being going past anyone's lips? Who the F cares about Foles? This is not Philadelphia. That's the only time we should be talking about Foles. I don't understand why these things are happening now, why they're bringing it up. Tyler Dune, I don't understand why.
No, this is the first year in Bears I remember history, and this is the first time that I remember the Bears had not the coaching, but a new staff with a new quarterback. Because if you look at the years past with Grossman, Trubisky, and Fields, unfortunately, they had coaches from the year prior draft a quarterback just for the coach to get released. And then the new guy comes in and like, well, he's not my toy. I don't like this guy. I want a different guy. So they changed. Offensive coordinators were going in and out of this place every year, every 2 years at one point. So, okay, if I give Kramer, a playbook. Okay, you learned the hell out of it. You want to get comfortable with it. You want whatever, and then I'm fired. Brian comes in, gives you a different playbook. Okay, now Kramer looks shitty because now he has all this stuff he's mixed up on. Now he has to change his whole routine. Okay, and then Kramer's gone, and then here comes some other guy. But that's not the guy that Brian wanted. Brian wanted, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. This is the first time that I remember that you have all the organization and everybody wanted this one quarterback, Caleb. So this act might actually work, but we never know. Time will tell.
I don't know. I feel like this has always been a backwards town. The way they've done it, they've always done it as backwards. You know, like we're gonna hire a coach, but then the GM is gonna come in after the coach, and then we're gonna bring give you guys a quarterback that you guys neither one of you guys wanted, and then we're gonna replace the offensive coordinator with this guy, and then we're gonna keep the coach here, and like they've always done everything backwards, ass backwards.
Yeah.
That's just what's been going on, and. If you want to be truthful, if you anyone want to talk about 2021, what they should be saying is that the Bears did an awful ass job of building around a rookie quarterback and giving him the best opportunity to play football there. That's what the truth should be saying. Everyone should be saying that. If you're gonna talk about anything about 2021, the last thing you should be talking about is that he's not the locker room guy that everyone says he is, even though all the reports for 4 years have been exactly that. Even though his teammates have been that. That should not be what should be coming out of your mouth. Saying it should be saying, hey, we're not going to mess up like we did with Justin before. We're going to give Caleb all the opportunity we can, and we wish Justin nothing but success in Pittsburgh. That's what we should be hearing.
Right. That's exactly what needs to be said.
Yeah. If Justin sucked in the locker room, I don't think Poles would have been as nice what he did to him. Honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
You better be a Fields. You want Fields to do good? I don't want him to do good. I want him to do great. I want Justin Fields to be the future of Pittsburgh. I want to see his career just skyrocket because you know the truth is Ohio State and Pittsburgh are not that far away, and he's going to have a fan base that's going to fall in love with him if he just makes a couple of those plays and he learns how to get the ball out of his hand. I think we are actually the ones that messed him up by putting him in that Cleveland game and let him get sacked all those damn times and not being able to trust in his line. So what did Pittsburgh do? They fixed their line. They got a center. They got another left tackle. They already got Daniels at right guard. They did all those things already right. So I feel like with the running back and the talent they got coming in, it can work. And I would love for it to see it work. And I'm hoping for great things for Justin Fields. That doesn't mean I want anything bad for my Bears either. You know, I think I can have. That's my AFC team. I have my NFC team. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm glad Justin Fields made it to the Super Bowl. But I hope the Bears win because we haven't done it in 40 years. So that's just where it is. So, two things could be true at the same time.
Yeah, that I mean, if that becomes like a thing where we, like right now. We keep seeing, Josh Allen versus Mahomes every year in the playoffs for the past 5 years, maybe, every year, so, granted, they're in the same conference. Imagine if we get like Fields versus Williams, in the next, I don't know, 10 Super Bowls, they meet up like 4 or 5 times. Like that would be sick. That would be so sick, man. Like, because then that means just like, you know what? Everyone was kind of right in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like Fields is a good quarterback. He's just in a bad situation, and like you said, the Bears always screwed up and it's not just Justin, it's all their rookies. Every rookie they've done that.
I'd never like to talk about Mitch Trubisky because I don't believe in him. But be honest, Mitch Trubisky went 12-4, right? The double doink I went to that game. I was there hearing it go. Had to walk home, be sad as hell. Felt like Stewie from Family Guy. The sad music going back. That's how I had to go back home, real sad. As Philly fans are flying past me. The next year, so what they did during that season, they brought in Brad Childress, who was the Minnesota Vikings old coach. He was a quarterback guru. They said he brought that in. Matt Nagy said, "Oh, he's going to be there for my blind spots." And he told the entire franchise, this dude sucks. You don't need to be doing it. He can't do these things. You don't believe me? if you don't believe me, watch him do sucky things at this. The next year they came in and they were downing Mr. Trubisky. Now, once again, I was never a Mr. Trubisky fan, but why would you hope for him to do poorly? Why would you?
Yeah.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and he never developed again. Instead of taking the things he does well and try to accentuate them, they did the exact opposite and say, you're not good enough to play in our offense. You're not good enough to be a starting quarterback. We're going to stop everything we were doing before, which is stupid. So, and they never gave him the opportunity. Now turns around, Justin Fields gets the same thing. They build a team around someone else. They never gave him a year when they built anything around him. They finally gave him DJ Moore. He gives him 1,300 yards.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Season.
Yeah. And in a 24-year-old quarterback, they got rid of. They chose to go with Caleb Williams. And apparently, listen to Ryan Poles, they chose that soon after the season. Right away. He knew that, this is the guy I wanted. Okay. But that's fine. You made a decision. That's fine. But recognize that you guys are the reason why these quarterbacks are not doing well, and not because the quarterbacks are not good or they don't have the opportunity. Poor leadership, poor teaming, team coaching, poor planning is the real reason. So,
yeah. And then, I can't say I'm surprised that the new regime got a new guy, got their own guy, kind of like what Fredo was saying earlier. It's like you always had the previous regime pick a guy and then the following year get fired. And now the new guys are stuck with the old guy, even though he's still young. And I mean, how many times did we see that? So I'm not surprised seeing they're actually building something in Chicago where they're like, you know what? Thank you, Justin, for being here, but we're going to go with who we want to go with,
It also, as I said before in our shows before, it extended his lifespan. So like you don't. This is my quarterback. So now I have 2 years to develop him. Then I have all this opportunity to reset the clock of whatever money what I'm going to have for long term money. Because even if as a backup quarterback, Justin Fields is going to make $20 million. Someone's going to offer him a 2-year $40 million contract at the end of next year. That's what you're end up paying regardless. So if you have a rookie quarterback, you have a chance to really build your team up in multiple ways. That's a good way of doing it. And then, if you find a guy who can win that way and it works with the quarterback and works with the head coach, then you win, and we'll see. Yeah, well, here you go. Kadani saying Eric Lambert, Justin Fields is as the disappointing of a quarterback as Kirk Cousins in the playoffs. Luther Anger translated. No, nothing. Nothing to translate here. It's pretty much just spread out to you right there. The dude just doesn't like Justin Fields. And for no reason.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Yeah. Even like 3 hours ago, I'm looking at one. I guess the original post was deleted, so I only see his response. But I know what it is because it was like, that Russ is going to be the starter and what's his name is going to be the backup, and his response, his like retweet was like, only if Russ gets every limb broken, like that's the only way he's going to become, a starting quarterback in Pittsburgh. I was like, damn, man, like why do you hate him so bad? You know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you, he must have hit his mama or something. I don't know.
But he's not
the car. Hit him with the car.
He ran her over with a reindeer or something. I don't know, man. Justin Fields played Santa Claus one year and just stole Christmas. I don't know, man. Or maybe just Eric Lambert's heart is 4 sizes too small. Like I don't know what it is, but the dude just doesn't
Grinch?
It's what funny. I'm hearing. This is exactly what I'm hearing. And I want to hear from him if Justin Fields does get to play and does well. I want a microphone in Eric Lambert. Do not let him escape. Find him wherever he is. I want to challenge him. I want to know what the hell you were thinking and why you were such a hater.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the only one, man. There's just people that just hate Justin. Like he can't read defenses and he can't throw the ball, and stuff like that. And it's just
all right. I remember this. So there was a report. Actually, no, it was a comment talking to a certain quarterback, and he said specifically, I can't I really don't know if I'm reading defenses there at all right now. I'm still really new. I'm still trying to figure out. I just have a really good coaching and we have a great scheme, but I still have a hard time reading these defenses at this year, and this is my third year.
Mhm.
You know who
I know
said
who
that?
that is. I know.
Do you
Fredo.
know, Fredo?
I'm assuming maybe Lamar Jackson or yeah, that or Josh Allen.
It was,
Who was it,
Patrick
Jay?
Mahomes.
It was Patrick fucking Mahomes, who did not know how to fucking read defenses his third year.
His third
Like,
year.
He just had a good coach that had a great scheme. He had no idea how to read the damn defense. That's something you turn into. That's something that
Right.
comes up. But yeah, no one wants to honestly talk about that. Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers was still on the fucking bench in his third year, but no one wants to talk about that. You know, like what are we doing here, guys? What are we
Right.
doing?
See, Andy Reid gets your strengths and multiplies it and uses them. And then he gets the playbooks and like, okay, well, he can't run to the right, run to the left. Okay, here, run plays to the left. Luke Getsy,
That's what Bill Belichick did. Bill Belichick
Right.
said, I don't care whatever position, I'm gonna make you better because I'm going to accentuate the things you do well. And, you know, and he was one of the greatest coaches of all time. That's what he
Getsy's-
did to make a great
Oh.
coach.
I don't know. I'm not even talking about that ass.
Nope. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, it's not my scheme, it's about the team. It's not about me, it's about we.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
going to put you in the best position to be the best you can be. But
Yeah.
coaches get full of themselves and don't like doing it. I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh well.
Yeah.
Maybe Luke Getsy and Lambert are dating and secretly dating, and you know, they're like, "Hey, he fucked up my career in Chicago, so let's bash him."
Oh, so Luke Getsy actually still likes Justin. So none of these reports come from him. Everyone else was sour grapes. So the people that he talked to are people that got fired the first year after the first year of Justin Fields. So that's why we're talking about 2021 draft, because they're the people that got fired with Matt Nagy,
Mm-hmm.
or Ryan Pace. Those are the people you talk to. Allen Robinson, who then went to another team and did poorly, and then went to the next team and did poorly, and now just got signed with another team is going to do poorly.
Giants,
I think.
Yeah,
Is it the Giants? Yeah.
I think.
So like, that's just what we're having. We have people with sour grapes that want to blame everyone but except themselves. I don't like that. I don't understand why we're focusing on it, but that's what we have out here. And you know,
So
I would rather have a coach like Mike Tomlin who said, "quote Oh my gosh, he oozes talent potential. He's worn the responsibility of being a franchise quarterback, but still he gets the opportunity to come into a community-like situation and learn from a guy who has been doing it for over a decade. Man, there's a lot of meat left on that bone. That's what I want from my damn coach. That's what I want from Justin Fields. That's why I hope that he gets the opportunity to do, and then he becomes the best Justin he can be. Well, going into year 4. 3 years in the NFL, that fourth year is when you make that major jump. And he would have had an opportunity to do it here if it wasn't for the number 1 pick. That's not what we got here. So he's getting the opportunity somewhere else. I'm just hoping that he gets that, you know, to be the best he could be. And we'll finally see what that really turns out to be. But I'm not going to step on him. I'm not going to step on him on my way to trying to find the next guy. You know, I hate women that do that, right? Hey, oh my, you know, my ex-boyfriend was so bad at this. Why the fuck are you even talking about it? How about you just go ahead and worry about what's in front of you and not talk about what's going on behind you?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Pisses me off, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It's frustrating. You know, I mean, it really just irked me. Just like, you are a professional team, professional. You know, it was like that is like very unprofessional. You know, to trash talk people like that. You know, so it's, you know, and I think you said like it's egos, which is annoying. You know, it's egos, and it's not my fault. I didn't catch the ball. You know, it was his fault. You know, here, cue the throw from Justin that's spot on that was dropped.
They hit him in the face, like oh.
Yeah. That's not my fault.
Yeah,
it's someone else's fault. They did it. Like, bro, you did it.
Well, Cole Kmet has a big thank you to Justin
Mhm.
because that helped them sign that big ass contract because Justin had no other receiver. Honestly, he only had DJ.
Yeah.
He and DJ did really well because of that, because of him. So,
Hmm. Sucks.
well, that is what happened. That's what's going on. So we had rookie minicamp, as we said. Caleb looked very good throwing on air. He knew where the plays were going. He said all the right things. So, those are positive things that I'm happy. He also said that, hey, I'm not coming in here trying to be the leader yet. I'm going to learn what the fuck I need to learn first, and then I'm going to go ahead and be the leader. I thought that those things are the right things to say and the right attitude to have. It's very obvious that Caleb is very comfortable in his own skin. Is he arrogant? Maybe. Is he confident? Maybe. Were either of those things hurt him or help him in being a quarterback? I don't really know if it matters. But
Right.
if he gains that locker room, I know they'll love him back and he'll have an opportunity.
Mhm.
It's a fine line. He needs to be confident and humbled at the same time. It's a fine line that he needs to walk on, because you don't want to go in there all arrogant and cocky. Then you're gonna have half the locker room be pissed off at you because you Mister think you know it all, whatever. And so yeah, I believe he is confident, and I think he just needs to remain humble. However, his confidence is going to grow with the team's week one, not preseason one, week one of the regular season. Let's see how much confidence he's going to have when he hits the field. Let's see how much confidence he's going to have after he gets hit by a 250 linebacker flying missile. You know, so like everything got out of context when Justin said, "Oh, everything's slower for me." That's the only little piece of snippet that pissed off all the defenses in the NFL. What he actually said was, uh, shit, I can't even remember. But anyways, there was a small snippet of that, and they blew it out of water, blew it way out of proportion. And I think that was the same week that the following week he went against Cleveland, and that's when Myles Garrett had that record-setting sack
Oh,
in
yeah,
one day.
So he
I know what
said
you're
that
talking
very early in preseason, actually.
Mhm.
So it was way before then, and and they kept saying it's still only preseason. There's no exotic blitzes going on, and you don't have a team that's being built around you. You don't have a good offensive line. You don't have a lot of stuff. So I don't worry about that as much yet. But what can you
Yeah.
do? I will say, do you guys remember when Jared Goff left the Rams? And how
Yeah.
they're like, oh, thank God, he's awful. He's so fucking
Yeah.
crazy. It's so bad. Jared Goff just signed a $212 million contract extension with the Lions, and,
He
Mhm.
deserved
and
it.
everyone in Detroit is saying, "Oh, we're so glad he's here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4-year,
One
$212 million contract with the highest average value contract in the NFL in NFL
what
history.
what's that one saying? One man's trash is another man's
It's another
treasure.
man's treasure.
That's
Exactly.
exactly what happened here. Exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I want to
It's
say
a
that's cautionary tale because
Mm.
then how about you just shut the hell up and see what they become?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
And at this point, it doesn't even matter what he becomes because you got to deal with what you have in front of you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if Justin's good or bad. Ultimately, for the Bears franchise, no, because there's no I forgot what if he plays X amount of games or
Yeah, if
something like that.
he pays more than 50% against snacks, they get a fourth
Yeah.
round pick instead of a 6th round pick.
Yeah, but that's not happening. Not unless something crazy happens
No, I
with
think
Russ. I think.
all Russ got to do is suck.
Yeah.
If Russ sucks, Jeff Fields will be in there because you can win with a
Half.
dude like that. So.
Yeah.
And plus, Tomlin loves Fields, so he might actually give him a shot in like week. What are we saying? Week 3, week 4?
Yeah, I mean, you got
You
to remember
you
that's the
never
thing.
know.
Remember when Russell first came into the NFL? He was supposed to be the backup, and they had the guy from Green Bay who was supposed to be a starter. and Russ just outdid them, outworked them, and then they just felt like they felt more comfortable with going with the young guy. You never know if that could happen too here. There's no financial ramifications that's going to hurt right now. Neither one of them are making this astronomical amount of money. So, let's just see what happens. Let's let the season go out. I'm glad they're fixing all their problems. If Russ plays well, it works well. If Russ plays well and then gets hurt, it still works out okay because they have two guys. So let it happen. Let's see what happens.
Right.
On the other end, here we go. We have another team who has two quarterbacks, and one of the quarterbacks are pretty pissed off about it. Kirk Cousins.
I
was assuming Atlanta. Yeah.
He says, hard feelings on Penix pick. Not helpful. What the hell are we doing? Why would you give me this money? And then, I have hard feelings. I'm upset about it. Kirk Cousins said he doesn't believe in it's constructed to have hard feelings for his new teammate, but he doesn't know what the hell they're doing. That's the big thing.
Whatever they did, I'm very happy because they could have easily got a Lindsay to help Cousins. So easily, because who's the receivers right now? Bijan Robinson.
Oh, no.
Kyler Pitts.
No. You're missing the headliner. Who signed there from Chicago?
Oh, Mooney.
Darnell Mooney. Do you know who else was there? They actually have a decent.
Don't they have receiving. Patterson?
Cordell Patterson is actually somewhere else now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. You know what? Cordell Patterson's gonna be pretty good at fantasy because with the new kickoff. Anyway, that's a different show.
So Drake London is still there, Darnell Mooney, and then they got Rondell Moore from it's the Cardinals, from the Arizona Cardinals. So they're fine.
Right.
Then Kyle Pitts at tight end, which is great. Great. You got Bijan and Tyler Algier there. So I mean they're fine. Getting Michael Penix is an insurance policy, which I think was just smart. I thought it was a little early, but it's a smart deal to do it. I don't know why everyone's so upset about it. And what was interesting to me was what Kirk Cousins says, like, I don't see why you will do that. I don't know how it's not helpful for me to be upset about it, but it did not help this team. It did not help us. I don't think it's helpful. I think we're trying to win the Super Bowl, and it's hard. It's hard enough. Let's all be on the same page and try to win the Super Bowl. And said, what if they did it because we were not sure about you? He says, I don't really deal with hypotheticals. We could go down that path for a long time in a lot of ways. So I'm excited for the opportunity I have here. It's a real privilege to play quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to make sure my opportunity is done well, and I work each day to play. When they ask him, are you going to help? He says he could watch me and see how I prepare for the game and prepare himself when it is his time, but that's not today.
So Kurt needs to remember he didn't finish last year. He finished last year on a cart because
Week 8 he tore his Achilles. Yes,
right. I thought he was ACL, but yeah, he tore his Achilles. So Kurt needs to remember you're not that little offspring anymore. You're
35.
Hey, I'm older than him. Fuck. So yeah,
of course. You're older than everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, true that. Facts. Okay. Anyway, say less, please. But either way, I mean, he needs to realize that also. It's a business. You got $100 million. Any of it is guaranteed. So, dude, I think you should. It's okay. It's okay. You're rich. I don't know who's his agent.
Yeah,
but that dude deserves a raise.
Also, I always feel like every time a veteran, older quarterback says something like that, like, "Oh, shut up and watch me," play, it never ends well for them. Like especially like say in Chicago, where do we hear that from? Andy Dalton. Like, oh, well, I'm not teaching anybody anything. It was like, where you at now? Like,
no one knows. He's in witness protection because no one knows what the Red Rocket is.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. You don't want to like you want to focus on you and not you're not getting paid to be a teacher, but at the same time, you don't have to be a dick about it. I mean, granted, I don't think he was that dickish in it, compared to what other people in that situation have said, but it still came off as him not being happy for sure.
No, I understand him not being happy, but your job as a starting quarterback, the reason why they paid you all this money, you're going to make $100 million in the next 3 years, because you're the face of the next 9 really 2 years. You're the face of the franchise. You are representing the team. This is what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know why you would say anything other than, "Hey, we are good. I'm okay. We have a lot of talent on this team. We're ready to go."
Yeah. Well, I'm like, how old is he? He's 35.
He's 35.
Kirk Cousins 35. So
I mean, he was drafted with RG3. RG3's been retired for 3 years. So,
and they both went through Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
And RG3 is actually younger. They went to the same year. It was the first and fifth round pick. But
yeah. So I mean, he's definitely getting towards the end of his career. I'm not saying like he's done next year or whatever, but it's definitely coming to the end. And yeah, you don't know. He could play for a lot longer, but also I'm not mad at the Falcons trying to pick like, hey, you're 35. Matt Ryan retired at 38. You know what I mean? Yeah.
With a torn Achilles, like even Kobe Bryant retired after that, bro. Kobe.
Yeah. So he's for sure not. So I'm not mad at them like looking down the road. So and I think as an older quarterback, you should think about that, or as an older player in general. It's like I'm coming to the end of my reign of be at the position, and the new young fast kid is coming. So how do you want to go out? You want to go out like kind of honored and liked by your teammates, or you want to kind of fight for every last bit of playing time that you can get.
Kramer, you mean not new, young, fast kid, just new kid? Because he's 24. I mean, Kirk Cousins
is fast though. He is fast.
Yeah,
and 24 compared to 35, but 24 compared to 35 is pretty young.
I get what you're saying. He's not the youngest, quarterback that got drafted, but
hey, but you know what? Your quarterback doesn't really come into his own until he turns about 27, 28. If he's your starting quarterback at 27, 28, he's ready to go. And you did something great.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Here you go.
It's another wait and see.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about the schedule? So the schedule is supposed to be coming out. Everyone thinks it's either coming out Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Do you think that we're held off on the schedule because of Netflix? Is Netflix the culprit for this entire thing?
Yeah, I think NFL shot themselves in the foot because they want Christmas games, and whatever the day, if it lands on a Wednesday, how I was going to work it around it. Not only that, it's not one Christmas game, it's possibly 2. And then they also want Black Friday games. Okay, fine. So how are you going to work around the schedule with that? Then you want people to go overseas, to Brazil. Or then I think what was 2 games going overseas this year? Right, London and
Brazil.
Well,
Chicago is playing in London. I think it's more than 2. But I know that the Packers are going against the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe it's the first game of the year in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Which is unusual because they're going to play in Brazil. They're going to fly back and then get ready for the following week. I think if you're going to have an international games, you should put a bye the following week. Green Bay's SOL right now because week 2 you're on a bye. I know you probably like that. So anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I think NFL is like pushing hard, and they just realized, damn, our schedule's screwed. Because if you play Wednesday, are you gonna play on Sunday, or are you gonna wait the following Sunday, like a
No,
Thanksgiving Day?
only thing
Like a
they do is
Thursday.
they put the game on Thursday or Friday, which I think is
Okay.
Thursday, and then they don't either team play until Monday or something like that.
Right.
You have
I,
double Monday team, so you have like it's almost like having a mini bye and then
right.
starting the season.
I believe there's even a game on might something I heard that they might play on Tuesday because of a holiday or something they want to also play.
Yeah, what
I'm
do you think the schedule of that? Because you understand this, so you have to have the places to play these these things. So
Mhm.
I don't think that part of the schedule is actually up for grabs. I think the only thing that's going up right now is how much money is Netflix going to pay for these two games. That's what I think was happening, and I think that hurts football in the long run. I think that not having football on network TV is going to hurt. And next thing you know, we're gonna get a Super Bowl that's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, I don't know if Fredo remember me saying that, but I've been saying that for years. That's what
Yep.
it's leading up to. It's leading up to, playoffs are going to be locked out for whatever you have to buy a playoff package. If you want to watch that, Super Bowl is going to be pay-per-view.
I mean,
It's exactly
it happened. It happened with the Cubs. They used to be on WGN, but now they're on Marquee Network, which is Cubs owned.
Yeah.
You're right. It's slowly everything pointing in that direction now.
Mhm.
It's only a matter of time. That's all it is.
I think I saw a tweet somewhere or whatever that if you want to watch like every NFL game, being able to watch it all, you would wind up spending $850 this year between getting, because I believe it's Peacock has some, Amazon has
It's
some.
a Friday night Peacock game, yeah.
Netflix is gonna have some, and then if you get your Red Zone or stuff like that, so you can watch other things, your NFL packages on your YouTube TV or Hulu or cable. So yeah, he broke it down price by price, $850. If you want to watch, I'm like, damn, that's
I love football, not that much. I ain't paying $50. Yeah, I
Mhm.
could do it for free. I can play it myself for free.
Also,
guys,
I'll get-
we come
real
to the
quick,
end of this, but what?
no, I would say I would give a
You said
shout
it-
out to where I might have to change it real quick. Martin's thing that he has. Where the hell is it? There we go. NFL HD TV, man, that thing is awesome, and I'm not even kidding. It is awesome. Go to one of the other videos and check that out. And you can use the link and you get a thing. And it's not only NFL; you get all the NFL games, you get like other sports and like a bunch of cool stuff.
Do you
It
not
is
know this
really cool.
and the Grizzly show? You got Myles Garrett chasing Justin Fields on it.
We need
You
to
know
make
what?
one for our show.
You know
We
what?
need to make one for our, because he did this on purpose. This is
And you gonna bring it
Martin
on
being,
here.
being a troll. I was
You know
like,
what?
we need to make a NFL HD TV for Panda and Grizzly, because that's some BS. But the link is pretty awesome.
Can't believe you did that to us. So just so everyone knows, the Eagles Packers game is a Friday night, the Sao Paulo game. Okay, so it's September 6th, in Corinthians Arena, Sao Paulo, Brazil. So it will, and then they won't play till next week, so they'll have extra days off. So we'll feel like they have a little mini bye in there. They'll watch everyone else play, and they'll be able to come back, and they'll be in Brazil. So if you haven't been to Brazil, you don't know what the hell we're talking about. But trust me, it's a nice vacation. We all love it,
The best
and
beaches in the
I hope
world.
the Packers don't come back. But I mean, that's neither here nor there.
They all get stuck in Brazil
Exactly.
somehow.
I don't want anything to happen to them, except for them not to be able to come back to next week and have to forfeit. That's my hope. With that being said, guys, we're heading up to that 1 hour mark. It's been a lot of fun. You guys have been great in the comments. But I do want to say we could continue this conversation, tomorrow on Dynasty Pylon. Me and Marty last week had a lot of fun doing a lot of mock drafts and invading other people's mock drafts because fantasy football is coming back. If you're in the Dynasty League, you need to figure out what the hell you're doing. If you're in the redraft league, you need to find out who are the good players. You need to know who these rookies are. So this is why we're looking at those things, and Martin is actually going to release some of these videos on individual teams, so you know who the people are coming in, how many people have moved, and how it's going to affect your fantasy football, which is a lot of fun, which is a big thing that we do here. And that I'm actually going to have to get this damn toilet because I lost that damn Dynasty League. Yep. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, all my players got hurt. Tank Dell went out, and then I was done.
Yeah, you were doing so good.
I was in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, it just Tank Dell, CJ Stroud got hurt, and it was all murder she wrote.
I remember like all the way through the season. Oh, Brian's doing really good, man. Brian's doing really good. And then it's like the whole conversation is like, maybe don't do too good so you can get a better draft pick. And then next thing you know, you got.
But you know what actually happened? You know what? Depth is my problem, and that's why I have to address it in my fantasy draft. The depth. You have talent, but if you don't have a depth of talent, then you'll have an issue. So that's why I'm going to talk about this. We're going to be talking about on Wednesday, getting ready, and that's why during the season we'll be doing our fantasy part 2 on Tuesdays. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're gonna try to do that Wednesday, and maybe we can get some people on Sunday. We could do another fantasy draft and start doing some mock drafts and seeing how things go. So if you guys are first come first serve, if we're in there, you're in there too. We'll send you the link, and everyone could join in and draft and learn together. So it's a lot of fun. So that's what our plan is for doing it on tomorrow. And then Sunday, we'll be here with the Morning Spike. We missed last Sunday because of Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. But, come on. We know Mama ain't going to play. My wife ain't going to play. So that's why we had to just give the day. The Lord gets his day and Mama gets hers. So that's how it works. But, we will be back better than ever on Sunday with that. And then, of course, next week, same bear time, same bear channel. We will be here talking about the Chicago Bears, talking about what we're getting ready for rookie mini camp. Getting past rookie mini camp, getting to real camp. We only got two weeks before that stuff starts. We signed 15 undrafted free agents for the team. All that stuff is going on. We can jump into that, and hopefully I won't have to be bringing up Justin Fields on our Bears show. I can just be talking about the other shows because we're not going to keep his name out of our mouths, and we're just going to enjoy who he is. That's my hope. That's what I'm praying for. That's what we're going with. You guys got anything else for the day?
That's it. Hopefully we get schedule soon.
Yeah, no kidding. Brian, if you say the F word 2 more times, you reach 10.
Fuckity fuck.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so